thing working? Yes. Okay. I should be working on my 12 days of Christmas nail art planning or like actually doing a manicure, but I saw something on Instagram, the gram. They fucking even call it that anymore. And yeah, I've been completely sidetracked and I have to try this now. So we're gonna be taking this off. I mean, I'm gonna do some testing first to make sure like it works. But the plan is then to take off this lovely like pumpkin spice hollow that we've been rocking for a full week. Or did we do nails on Wednesday or Thursday last week? 6 or 7 days. One of those. I don't know. Let's first playing with Bubble Technique Multichromes. Yeah, that's what we'll say. Feel like I should be like hashtagging all of that. Anyway, also a Discord. Well, that would help to include the link. And of course, if you're in the future watching on YouTube and you enjoy nail art, you can subscribe here, My Simple Little Pleasures, or you can come follow. If you'd like to hang out live, twitch.tv/ColetteMSLP. I'm missing one of my tweezers. They didn't get put away. Okay, here it is. How many nail art tweezers do you need? The answer is 3. Anyway, okay, so let's get that there. Put this over here. Get notifications where I can see them. And then I'm going to start digging for products. Beanie digging. Yeah, well, I mean, he's obviously concerned with being the most handsome boy, doubtful. Welcome on in. Hi, Caters. Okay, I don't have, like, I'm not super prepared. It's already late. It's weird. I haven't had dinner. I'm kind of hungry. I haven't even finished my tea from this morning yet. But I saw these nails on Instagram, and I need to see what's going on. Maybe this isn't even new. Maybe I'm just fucking late, but I've seen it like 5 times in the last 12 hours. And the very first one was like, oh, yeah, that's what's up. Hey, Lexi. So there's somewhere around here is the gel polish box. It may actually, maybe it's, are they in here? Is this it? That's just the foils. Okay. Here, oh! Doubtful! Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Lexi. With the 52 gift subs in the channel. Holy crap, that's a lot of gift subs. Thank you so much for the support. I sometimes when I'm feeling kind of, it just, like, it always means a lot, but when I'm like acting a fool, I feel like it kind of means even more because you guys like me. Enjoy your Beanie and Clark emotes and your cloth emote, and one of these days I'll have more emotes. Should I put placeholders? Okay, I'm kind of, where's my Madame Glam Black and clear? Oh, they're already on the desk. Imagine that. Beanie, can I put that there? Are you okay with me using your chair as storage, buddy? Okay. We have, which is this? The top coat. Okay, so I've seen, sorry. And this is the black. And does that mean the peel off is somewhere on the desk too? The Madame Glam peel off, or did that get put? I've seen 2. I feel scattered, I'm sorry. I've seen 2 different ways to do this technique. I feel like if the, here it is. I was gonna say, if these two are still on the desk, then the peel off should still be on the desk too. So the first way that I saw it was doing the pigment nails, like pretty much just completely regular base color, top, pigment, top, but then another layer of top, and while it's still wet, look at this, you guys, it's a cup of bubbly water. You fucking put bubbles on the wet top coat, cure it, wipe off the bubbles, and you got fantastic bubble texture. It's bubble. Okay, so when I say bubble nails, a lot of people are gonna think of the blue bubble nails, but like actual fucking bubbles. I should find the post that I was. Is this? I guess that was in here with this. I should find the post that was my inspiration and link it. I'll do that just real quick. So there's the lamp, the gel lamp. Hold on, plugging it in. My cords are all tangled up together. Okay. I feel slightly antsy because I just feel like it's so late. And I'm like, get your butt in gear, Colette. Like, get to work. Okay, what did I literally just say I was going to do? Oh, make the... Yeah, yes! They are... Okay, you guys, I'm confident that you guys are going to fucking love this. No, I don't want to turn on fucking desktop notifications. Okay, where do I find this on the desktop? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I think I have, let's today's inspiration is these bubble nails. Today's inspiration are these bubble nails. My brain is grinding to a halt here. It doesn't matter. Okay. Is was my initial one, but then I'm like, but the nails are multiple, so should it be R? The inspiration is singular, but the nails are plural. I'm way overthinking this. Okay, you guys, go check out that link there. So that should be like when people come in. In fact, maybe I will update my title to include that. That's smart. Let's make that lowercase so people know it's an I. I mean, people will know anyway if people have a brain. Doubtful. That means my instincts are shit. Actually, they're not bad. I haven't done anything like really, like I've been busy. Like I feel like I haven't accomplished shit, but I'm busy, which makes it like kind of irritating. But like it's been so nice to not have to worry, like having regular base coat manicure. I mean, look at this, you guys. We did this last Thursday. It's a week ago. The manicure is good. My cuticles, oh man, right hand cuticles. I don't even want to. Typing from beyond the grave, right? Doubtful. So you can see, caters. Thank you so much for the bits. You guys can see though, like why this has excited me. And sometimes you just have to like let the excitement take you. Like you feel kind of silly. You're like, man, it's just nails. Yeah, Dorky, did you see the link in that I posted? Check it out. It is a video, but I mean, of course, you don't have to play the video. And the thumbnail is just what like got me. So I saw 2 different ways to do it. This is the first way that I saw to do it. And this, I think I have like a little thingy in here I can use for testing. Yeah, we'll use this. What is on here? Why are you stuck on here? So I was saying, you do it regular, and then you do a wet coat of the top coat on top of everything, and do the bubbles, and then wipe it off. The other way I saw it was color. Was there even a top coat, or was it just... I don't know if I could find that one again. I'm trying to remember if they top coated and cured and then a wet, or just like wet top coat on top of the color. But anyway, they put the bubbles on that layer and then did the pigment over that and then top coated over that. So I want to try out like a couple things. A professional butt. I'm sorry. Butt's been on point lately. I'm also interested in dinner. I'm always interested in what other people are eating, especially in situations where I'm still hungry because I foolishly started streaming without eating. Okay. I'm also not sure, like, what color do I want to go with here. I don't have a huge pigment assortment. But, you know, I do have a couple different colors. Right now, I'm leaning dark. Like, you can do pigments over white. Of course you can. Most of them are sheer enough that it will change their personality a little bit. So, like, it's kind of like with hollow. Like, the hollow over this orange is so subtle, I really have not been able... Like, it just looks shimmery. Kind of the same thing happens with pigments. And some, like, if they're multichromes, like, they can look very, very different over black or white. But after wearing this, which I feel like is almost... Okay, I feel like once I'm sidetracked, it just gives me permission to, like, sidetrack off in all other different directions, like, as I'm going along. Is being a seasonally neutral color a thing, do you guys think? Because I feel like for the season that this orange is, like, completely fucking neutral, even though I would never describe orange as neutral. Oh, we do still have bonus Terminator bits. Thank you so much, Doubtful. The professional butt bits. Okay, so I think let's find a pencil. Is this the one? That's not the working one. Is this the working one? That's not the working one. Is this the working one? This is the working one. Okay. I think we want to do 3 tests. At least. So the first one, we'll say color, pigment. Well, there'll be a top coat before the pigment. I'm just trying to leave myself like, okay. We'll say color, top coat, pigment, top coat, bubbles. The second one we're going to do color, top coat, bubbles, pigment. I started writing it out. I'm just like, I'm scatterbrained today. Can I blame not eating yet? And then the second one we're going to do, or the third one we're going to do color, top coat, pigment. And then, like, probably top coat on top of these too. You can't not top coat pigment. And I mean with or without top coat on this one too. Amethyst, you missed me being a fool and getting excited, and this is what's going on today. I think that sometimes in recipes that have, like, you know, embarrassing or you know, something kind of like that, like, those are some of the good meals. When I particularly that comes to mind is shit on a shingle. You guys know what's up with that? I'm assuming the white trash stir fry has like non-traditional, like it doesn't, you know, like basically the stir fry is the only part of it. Like it's got different ingredients, like not what you would expect in a stir fry, but still stir fried up. Yes, exactly, Amethyst. It grabbed my attention. I had to act on it. Hi, son. Yes, doubtful. Okay. For now, I think 3 tests is okay. So. Oh, goodness. Caters with the gift sub to Amethyst. Caters, you're the godmother to me and Amethyst's Twitch baby. Thank you so much. I don't know. That tickles me. Thank you so much for the support. Oh. Yeah, would it be like, yeah, I think godmother would be the appropriate term. All right, so I'm going to do 3 patches here. And I'm not taking off my manicure first, like, just in case this fucking doesn't work. You know, don't want to be sitting around with naked nails. Okay, how long do you cure? Oh, am I old? I just did the... Because I couldn't read it. Oh my god. I'm old. I need bifocals, y'all. 30 seconds. Oh, you've been to a lump of flour. Okay, that would make anything bad. Wow, that's really kind of bright right now. Like, I just glanced at it and it kind of hurt my eyeballs. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. Okay. I have a couple thoughts on the pigment. Like, I have hollow pigments. I don't think they would show this to the best advantage. I think we want to go duochrome. Is the unicorn pigment in here? For reasons. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we got the unicorn pigment, which is kind of like, you guys see it in there, greenish and pinkish. We got some new whatchamacalls. And we have my ones from Sally Hansen. And then we have my cheaper. Are these Elite 99 or are they like Nicole Diary? Ooh, I got the gunmetal. I want to go multichrome, I think, but just take a minute and picture the gunmetal. Anybody that's just getting here, exclamation inspo will link you a pic of what we're working on today. Masks. I suppose I should get my mask out. Didn't cross my mind until I saw them in here. Okay. So I think I also want to get out these. I don't think I want to use the Sally Hansen one for this. Yeah, I feel like hollow is so distracting on its own. All right, doubtful. Okay. I'm so excited. Okay, so we want to top coat. I want to do like the wet layers at the same time. So we want to top coat this one And the third one. Is this also 30 or is this 60? 30. Okay. Okay, so these are really hard to tell, like, in their container what they are, but I've got notes on the back. Ooh, turquoise and purple. Ha! We also got turquoise and blue. I mean, like, these, if you just, you know, apparently at some point I was organized, you guys. They all have notes on the back. I'm so impressed with myself. Green and blue. Blue and purple. And orange and golden. I wish I had a green and gold. Do I not have a green and gold? I would like that. I guess I need more pigments. Like, you can get sets for fairly freaking cheap. I think I'll test with the blue, with the turquoise and purple. I'm kind of tempted to use the orange gold because I remember that being really pretty, but I mean, those are my go-to colors. Or is that too close to the unicorn? Maybe I should use the unicorn. The unicorn is probably, well, you know, we're doing 3 tests. We could do 3. Of course, then if I use different colors on the different tests, will I really be able to see which test is... I'm overthinking this. They cut out all the curing steps in that one. Hey, Dino. Yeah, and we have bubbles, y'all. Like, I'm rest to go. So, okay, purple and blue. I'm tempted with the unicorn, but I think it would kind of bring a little more pink than I actually am interested in right now. Like, I think like a darker and more extreme duochrome is gonna look better. Just going by the pictures that I've seen. Is this like not open? There we go. It opens on this side. Oh yeah, see, I have tested this before. There's a... Okay. So, this first one I want to pigment. Hey, Moon. Moon, it's not the bubble nails that you think, I promise. It's cool bubble nails. Or I'm sorry if you were looking forward to the horrible bubble nails. Okay. So, we're just applying on the first one for right now. It's not as dark as I was hoping. I guess I didn't really remember. Maybe I want to use one of the other ones. What color are you guys seeing? You guys are seeing the green. Alright, do I have a spare? I do have a spare sponge. Oh no, whiteout. Sponges are nice. I like them for like wiping off any excess pigment and kind of like buffing it in and making it really nice and smooth. Can I get you guys to be able to see the... There. The purple. It's really more purple to green than purple to turquoise. I don't think I'm going to use this color. Darn it. I really... Okay. Every nail stream I have to say it. When I've got everything swatched, I won't have to just rely on my little notes on the back of a piece of paper. Let's try the unicorn and maybe the blue and purple one. Hey, Karen. Rubber ducky nails. Rubber ducky, you're the what fell? Oh, it's okay. Wait, on the bubble texture, you want me to add a rubber ducky? Amethyst, you've been hanging around Dr. Crotron. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we even can manage this. Okay, so we've got that one and the unicorn. Which I don't know if I've actually ever used the unicorn over black. I've done the unicorn over purple. Okay, looking at my notes, getting beanie hairs out of here. Okay, we want another top coat here in Cure. And then we'll be to the wet layer. Oh, that's pretty thick. That brightens up a little bit with top coat. Actually, I'm kind of surprised. Quite nice. Ah, it looks a lot nicer. Oh, come on, camera. Can you guys see how like the colors just like kind of popping just more vibrantly? Yeah. A little bit of Suckvember going on, but he was lurking last night for that travesty of a 106 that we did. It was so... Oh, that hurt me in my heart, you guys. Leftover Halloween candy. Oh no. I have not had dinner yet, so we'll see. Okay, so we've done our color, top coat, pigment, top coat. Now we're on top coat and bubbles. And top coat and bubbles. Wait a minute. There's supposed to be a B in there, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do this like they're each to the bubble layer, but I'm going to do it one at a time just to test. Like, I'm assuming you don't want too thin of a layer because you need something for the bubbles to do something with. Okay, so I put a straw in this so we can... Which I should get like a brush or something. Like maybe hold on. Maybe this one? No, I don't like that one. This one's all... Of course, maybe a fan brush would be really good for just like glomming them on. So you don't want like too big of bubbles. I don't know. I'm just gonna like scoop and like, so you do like that, and then we cure it. And then hey, daggit. Yes, that really is the one. It's like, oh my god, what if it had been a 15-minute PB that died to infinite load? It wasn't completely a shock. I was disappointed. I wasn't like, okay, wow. Like, a lot of them, wow. Fuck, you guys, look at this. Camera, please. Focus. You can see already, camera. I can't with you today. Okay, hold on. Manual focus. You guys. Look at this. Oh, come on, focus. I mean, this is not it's like you can kind of see that it's dark. Like the camera's not really picking up the purple because like it's also so shiny, of course, because like it's a maybe that is the color that I want to use, but like this texture that's going on though, like that's oh, it's so rough. You would think, oh, it's nice little brown soft bubbles. It's nice. Like it's crusty. I'm also kind of like surprised, like all the ones that I watched, like they had to like wipe off the bubbles, and my bubbles kind of just, I mean, I wasn't watching it in there, but like they just evaporated. I didn't have anything that I needed to wash off. You guys, oh my God. Okay. So this one, we're gonna do the clear. Both of these next ones, but we'll just do this one at a time. I think the fan brush was good. I mean, these are pretty kind of large bubbles, but I mean, just kind of like glom that on there. So the 2 second ones, the difference is a top coat in between the layer of top coat that's getting the bubbles and the color. A bread butt emote? Yeah, bread buns. I wasn't watching very closely. I was going to. Oh, this one does kind of have, it's like they did just kind of whisper. Oh, can you hear it? Listen. You hear it like it's almost practically catching the paper towel. Okay, this one I'm going to test with the unicorn powder. I almost feel like if I pick one of these others that I should maybe test it with this way first, though, because the difference here is, like, now we're trying to apply the pigment on top of this, and it's rough. I mean, it's pretty. Oh, my God. The mermaid nails, you guys, man. Oh. Like, it's really, I don't know, like, maybe I should get out my silicone tools. I feel like they're not flexible enough to really get down in there. Maybe I should just move right to a sponge. Like, it's hard getting it down in there, but like, oh, ooh. So are we getting, my concern was that if the pigment is being pushed out of the way by the bubbles, that the spots in between would not have enough top coat for the pigment to stick, but it is sticking down in there. It just is not, it's not showing up like that way on camera because it's getting that like refraction to its really dark shade. Okay, that's fucking phenomenal also. Okay, so then this next one is kind of like that one. Just like I said, the only difference is that there's an extra layer of top coat, so we might get a little bit more, like more color adhesion in the cracks. But I don't know, because the middle one performed better than I expected. Just like fucking glom it on there. Stick it in here. I mean, I'd have to work one nail at a time, but like for this, it's, or maybe I wouldn't. I mean, the bubbles are not like, maybe it's the heat in there. I don't know. They're like wisping away at an accelerated pace. I mean, the cup still has plenty of bubbles. I'm in love with this. Yeah, I don't know, cause like this is did she do the pigment on top of regular just top coat, or did she do the pigment on top of this texturediness? Let's see how this one goes. Oh. You guys. How am I gonna pick? Okay, you see it? Whoa. Watch. Shiny. Shinier. Ooh, there we go. I really feel like I want to test the second colors with the first technique, because I feel like the first technique brought out more duochrome in the divots. Like the divots just look kind of slightly darker on the other ones, but then on the other hand, I'm like, or is that just because of this duochrome? Is this color just more suited for this? But I kind of think that it's the technique of doing the wet bubble layer on top of an already completed pigment layer. I wondered too, what if I didn't top coat the pigment? What if I just did the wet coat right on top of the pigment and then bubbled that layer? Okay, so then, like, they're all, like I said, surprisingly kind of sharp. Let's just top coat a part of them and see how it... What? You see that, right? It disappeared. Like, okay, I kind of understand what happened. And I actually don't super like the way the middle one looks with top coat either. The third one looks fine with top coat. The blue one, camera's having a little bit of trouble, but the blue one actually handled top coat the best. That's really weird. So it's like, okay, so the first one, like, the effect is actually like an optical effect through the bubbled top coat. The second two, the pigment is actually on the bubbled top coat, so it's not strictly an optical effect. It actually, the pigment physically is like down in crevices. So it's like the first one, because the effect is only created by the top coat, you put another top coat on to smooth it and it just kind of wrecks it. Because you're losing... do you know what I mean, you guys? It's like, this isn't... You're just seeing that... Oh, I forgot I turned off the autofocus. You're just seeing this way because the bubbled top coat is like refracting light that way. So when you put on another layer of top coat to smooth it out again, then it just goes back to regular pigment. Whereas these two, the pigment actually is... in there, down in the grooves. This one is still rough. This one is actually still smooth. Like I said, I actually really, really like the more drastic duochrome shift that I got with the first technique. But you guys know, feel is huge. I don't think I can deal with that feel in order to maintain that look. Okay, we have one more test. Yeah, I don't know how they did that. Because that's what the first one is. And it's just gone. Well, unless they never did a final top coat. That's what I think that one did. Like, they just left it with the... So this is color top coat, pigment top coat, and then the bubble top coat. This is color, bubble top coat, pigment top coat. This is color top coat. You know, I wonder if that is why... That's why the third one held up better than the second one, because we have an extra layer of top coat here. This is color top coat, bubble top coat, pigment top coat. So, man, I'm like, I'm wondering right now if it's worthwhile to do one that is like colored top coat. Wait a minute, what? I forget. What was I going to do? Oh my God, my brain is... Oh no, that would have been... Okay, no. No, I don't want to do it that way. That would have been an additional test for the first way. If I just did the pigment over... Or if I did the bubble top coat over the pigment without a layer of top coat in between it, that might help with some of this problem. But I think this also helps with that problem, and it's less, like, fucking around. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's close this so it doesn't spill. We've already got... Can you guys see this? Pigment everywhere. God, that's so good. Should I test the other colors? I'm really digging this. Of course, I really dig this too, and I could probably get this to look like this if I just use this order / technique. This I feel like is straight up mermaid, and I also kind of love it, but I don't feel like it's quite what I want right now. What were the other colors I had here? Oh, I had the orange and gold. That would probably be pretty cool. And then... I have one that's green and turquoise. One that's turquoise and blue. Green and turquoise and then turquoise and blue? Is that actually... Yeah. But I kind of like this blue and purple one. How does my tutorial camera read this? Ooh, really well. Yeah, you guys, this is freaking really great. Yes, we did Doubtful. Did you see what we did Doubtful? All kinds of like really fantastic things. Maybe that would be the orange gold duochrome. Is that turkey leg color? Okay, we'll test it. We'll test it, but then I don't know. I don't know if I'm down for that. But maybe it'll be fantastic. Making sure you clean over there, Benny. Button, please. Hi there. Okay, so still got plenty of bubbles here. Like I said, these are not like going away as quickly as the ones do under the lamp. High gloss cranberry sauce. White balance is a little bit confused by that. Let's just do like that. Okay. Then quick coat. Then we'll do the wet coat. Okay. I always try to like tap down the excess, hopefully, and then be like really careful when I'm opening pigments. Wow. My tutorial camera is picking up like fucking every grain of this, making it look all magical and shit. Okay, so now we'll do the wet coat. We'll scoop on some bubbles. Like yeah. A carrot. Yeah, it's like almost like looking at like a bubble time lapse. Like they just kind of dry out. I wonder what kind of soap they were using in the videos, because their soap didn't seem like it went away. Maybe a different kind of soap if the soap doesn't go away as much as mine does. Maybe that leaves less... Wow, this actually goes neon under the black light. Maybe that leaves less of a rough surface, because, I mean, I literally... Like, there's not even a fuzz of soap left on there. Okay, so we'll just kind of pat this in and on there. A little bit more. And like you guys can already see that it's like, you know, this beautiful like pinky rose goldy kind of a thing. Now just a couple sponge swipes. Shines it up. And then let's see. It's looking very pinky on here. Like pinker than it looks in the jar. I don't know if I like it. Not as warm. I think I'm gonna probably go for the blue and purple one, which I mean of course is also like no surprise. Uncooked poultry vibes. Wait, what translated to water plus fairy? The one thing I could pick, I looked at the translation and then I was like, what the heck? The KFC realness. Oh my god. No, I would need some 11 herbs and spices on here. I don't want the raw chicken. Actually, with the top coat, it's not bad. Like, there are some angles where you can get like a deeper kind of bronzy feel and look to it. It could have its spot, but I mean it doesn't really compete with the blue and purple one to me. You know. Okay, let's move the bubbles over here for a minute, which it makes me very nervous just having those here because they're like an uncovered cup of liquid in my room. Oh, the soap layer is the fairy. Well, that's weird. Yeah, this is the right back. All right, this can go back in here. And this can go back in here. And we'll keep y'all out. Yeah. Is hers a recent video, or how old is it? Like I said, I just saw this on Instagram and I was like, I need to try that like right now. So I don't know if it's like a newish technique or an old technique or what. Extra top coat. Base color, top coat, cure. Top coat, suds, cure. Pigment, top coat. Because I think that's why the green one, number two, like, kind of lost some of its definition. I think it's because there wasn't that extra layer of top coat in there. Because that's the only difference between 2 and 3. It's hard to... But, like, you can see, like, number 3, like, the blobs are still, like, there. And number 2, like, a lot of the blobs are kind of, like, obscured almost. Yeah. Okay. Well, that matches then, because I was downstairs getting ready to stream, and I was like, do I want dish soap or hand soap? And I ended up going with dish soap, so seems like a good choice. Okay. Well, testing took longer than anticipated. That's fine. We have our plan. Now we got to get rid of this week-old manicure. No chips. A little bit of tip wear. A little bit of cuticle crusties. But no chips. I think I'm going to need more cotton than that. Hold on a moment. Oh, things are happening. Basinji, thank you for the host. Hello, welcome. Welcome to our bubble adventure. I'm really digging these, you guys. Okay, it is kind of chilly in here. I already had this on. Let's turn it up another notch. Whoa. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off and then we will get started on these bubbles. Maybe I should just keep those like in frame so that people are not like, what the hell kind of bubble nail is she talking about? Oh, and hello, Beffler. Alright, I'm just gonna do some little cottons. I'm assuming that question is maybe for somebody else, because mine is not Nicole Diary. Mine is Madame Glam. I have two no wipes. I have the Madame Glam and I have the pink shellac. I kind of pulled out the Madame Glam because I was thinking about using the unicorn powder, which is also Madame Glam. Oh, for amethyst. Well, so sad to see the broken nail mail amethyst. I think that was yours. But at least it wasn't a huge mess. Okay. That little smiley face looks like he has no face, only eyeballs. Is he not got a mouth, or is his mouth like... No mouth! It is a no mouth! Basinji, that's creepy. I don't like it. Okay. Okay. These are so pretty. The first one we discovered, I mean, we learned things here, you guys. We actually learned things, and I'm glad I did this. I almost didn't do the test with the extra top coat. But like that actually turned out much better. Like if I hadn't done that test, I might have thought that I had to sit here and stick with this gnarly texture. Okay, let's see if this is... Should I have used... I might have should use pure acetone. I don't know. I'm just not in the habit of using pure acetone to remove manicures because I don't usually have to remove manicures at all. And I've got this regular nail polish remover that I kind of need to use up, and I just thought... How can you not like Pog? I mean, Pog is kind of creepy, but it's creepy in the best sort of way. Okay. No staining, which is good. Kind of stubborn. But like I said, I maybe should have used regular acetone. So I guess, because, okay, what do we have? We had base coat. We had 3 coats of orange. And then a coat of hollow also. And then a top coat. So this is 6 layers. Yeah, I probably should have used the strong stuff. Yeah, Dino. This is the manicure we did last Wednesday. Lasted a whole ass week, and it's like actually really nice when I don't have peel off base coat on. I enjoy like not having that peely phobia. Peely phobia is the fear of losing a peely in a public space where you may not be able to find it. Peely phobia. It was 2. Do I still have them out here? Maybe? Yes. I do. Hold on. I'll show you. I said that about something last night, and then I didn't show anything after I finished that run. I was like, fuck this. It's, all jacked up. Colors by Leroux. Topped with linear hollow taco. Even though, like, it won't show up on camera. I'm not even going to mess around with the flashlights or turning off the ring light or anything, because we did that when we did the manicure, and it was nearly pointless. But it actually, surprisingly, kind of to me, it's nicest in, like, a really low light, and then you start seeing some of the hollow. So, I mean, lighter colored hollows are always less impressive than darker colored hollows, but I've quite enjoyed it. I was saying earlier, it feels like a seasonally neutral color. Like, I would normally never call orange a neutral, but this time of year, it works. All right, so I might actually take a short break after I finish taking this off, like a short bathroom break. Oh. And then, like, I don't think this, even though I'll have to do each nail separately, like, I don't think this should really take that long. I mean, I don't know. It's not, I mean, it's nail art, but it's not like hand-drawn nail art. Hey, Nisi. Okay. I like this length as a short length. I mean, I would prefer them longer. We've had this conversation many a time, but I'm quite comfortable with them this length. Even though I think I need to trim or file both my thumbs before we get to the manicure for gaming purposes, because I'm a gamer. Sometimes, like, the way that they name things and how they put things in, like, you know, like combination packs or packs that just come with other stuff. Sometimes I'll just go and look at their storefront if I find, like, for nail art stuff in particular, if I find a company that I like, just go and, like, check out their storefront instead of trying to figure it out, like, through search. Like, gosh, do they have a such and such? Like, it's just easier to go there and figure it out. Atlas, I saw this on Instagram. I was like, I need to try that. These are bubble nails, and we're like actually literally using bubbles to do this. It's phenomenal. And we did some tests. It was a very educational process. Yes way. We're going with number 3 here, the blue to purple one, because I like the colors and also because the test turned out the best. Like this one, I did the pigment like normal, and then I did the bubble layer on top of that, and then it was really rough, and then when I put top coat on top of that, like, it just disappeared. And the difference between these two is like an extra coat of top coat before the bubble layer. And it's freaking ridiculously cool, okay? I mean, like, what else can I say? It's really phenomenal. Yes, you could do some dragon eggs. I don't know what color dragon egg is. Any of these probably would work. You got some mermaid scales, some, like, really, it's just such, and it's not like it's a new idea or anything. And somebody was mentioning that Christy Meekin Now Nails had done it, and I didn't see if you said, like, when she had done it, like, if it was a recent thing or if it was like an older thing. It's new to me. But I think what it is that it's such a, I don't know if I want to say a classic pattern, but it's such a beautiful pattern. And the fact that you're using, like, actual bubbles, you get that organic, you know, pattern. No two nails are going to be the same. Like, you could have a stamping plate like this, and that would be a beautiful manicure. But there's something about having that organic, natural pattern that just makes it, like, even fucking cooler. Yeah. No, they all only have one layer of pigment. So this one is color, top coat, pigment, top coat, bubble coat. This one is color, bubble coat, pigment, and then, like, they all have a swath of top coat on the top. And then this one is color, top coat, bubble coat, pigment. And then this one is the same, but it's just a different color. So the best, like, I think that we were saying earlier, for anybody that just joined us, also hello, Miss Fredo, did I say hello? And hello anybody else? Hello lurkers. This green one, the second one, like, with the top coat added on top, because these are, like, it's, I can't do it. Like, maybe that could also be cool, like, to actually have the texture. I can't do it. And the green kind of lost some of the pattern with the top coat, and I think that's because there was not a standalone layer of top coat over the color. And it's kind of hard to capture some of these, but, like, I think you can see what I mean about the green one. There's a good angle. Compared to the blue, like, there's patches in there where some of the smaller bubbles just, they're, like, obscured. They're just kind of lost and blurry, where the blue really kept most of its texture very clean. I'm doing it. I'm doing it tonight. I haven't eaten dinner, so I'm hoping that we don't run into any speed bumps. But yeah, I'm taking off my pumpkin spice right now. And we're going to get down to this after I take a quick bathroom break. Yeah, I mean, I was just saying when I was looking at colors to pick, I was like, do I have a green to gold multichrome pigment? And I don't. I'm like, I need more pigments. Because I have like a shoebox full, but several of them are like hollow and chrome. And I only have, I think, maybe half a dozen that are duochrome. So, yeah. Yeah, you know, she hasn't been showing up in my recommended. I'm going to have to, like, go directly there. Like, I don't know. I know that I can see all my subscriptions if I just go to the subscription page, but usually YouTube recommends me enough stuff that I want to watch that I don't necessarily end up going there. But then, like, something like this happens and I'm like, hey, yeah, I haven't seen that lately. Like, YouTube, why haven't you been surfacing this for me? Do better. If you're going to have all my information, at least make shit convenient for me. Yeah. Yeah, nail pigments and resin pigments. Same diff. You know, I think it was... Now, I'm not, and those of you who've been around for a while know, I'm not like a proponent of letting your nails breathe. But I do feel kind of like maybe my nails had a little bit of rest under that regular top coat, because, I don't know, they just feel really good. They look really good. Also, most of that staining is just about grown out, so that probably is giving me a rosier outlook also. Butt spot. Ah, butt spot, yes. Yes. I don't know if I have a favorite Mrs. Schredo. There are definitely, like, differences in quality and in... like how finely it's milled. Like, I actually have two that I originally thought were pigments, and they're actually not fine enough to do the sticky thing that pigments do. They're actually just like really fine powder glitters. You know, I would say the ones I have that are more expensive are higher quality, but these ones that I have here, okay. Now you guys know the answer, don't say anything. Pick out the one of these that was not part of a super cheap set. Pick out the one of these that was more expensive and purchased separately. You know, I don't think it's obvious. The cheap ones are cute. And I don't know if I have them on my nail essentials list. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But I probably linked it. I'm trying to think of the last time I used one from this particular set. Last New Year's when we did some fireworks, I think I used one of these, and I probably linked in there. It's I honestly don't remember if it's Nicole Diary or Elite 99, and it was a set of, I think, 9. There was a chrome, a gold. I think this is the set actually where the 2 that were not actually pigments came from, hollows, and then 5 multichromes. I like Elite 99 and Nicole Diary. They're like cheap Amazon brands. The answer to the riddle, by the way, is this one. This is the unicorn powder, which I bought individually from Madame Glam. Somebody, was it Lexi, that said she had tested it and it did not look very great. I'm sorry to break it to you, Dino, because part of what makes this look so cool is the fact that the texture is bringing out, you know, the multichrome personalities. I wonder how it would look with a mirror chrome, but like hollow kind of has too much going on. Hollow more benefits from, especially if it's a linear hollow, which most pigments are. Hollow benefits from a smoother surface. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't, you don't get this effect. And cool as hollow is Dino, I mean, you know I love some hollow, but fucking A, dude. This is unique. I've never had something like that on my nails. No, we're done testing. We're done testing. Maybe if they're still here, I think it was Lexi. I might be wrong though, but I think it was Lexi. If you're still here and you could hear me, maybe you could post a picture in Discord of your testing for Dino's consumption. Or was it Dorky Digits? I'm confused. I think it was Lexi. Does anybody remember? Can you please aid this elderly, forgetful streamer? Man. I mean, the hangnails are just like begging on this nail. I have to deal with this. Where are my nippers? Okay. Let's take care of this real quick. Maybe give these cuticles a quick pusheroo before I head downstairs for that quick break that I mentioned. I guess actually it wouldn't be a huge problem in the middle of a gel manicure because you don't have to worry about wet nails at all during a gel manicure. But I like to just sit down and finish my manicure. Therefore, that will require taking a short break beforehand. Okay, where's my big ol'. Yeah. Yeah, no hurry, Lexi, but yeah. Because I was glad that you said it. If you had not said it, I probably would have tested it. Even though I was already leaning toward it's not gonna do what this technique is designed to do. I'm just gonna do a quick push. But yeah, it would be cool to actually see the results. And then maybe Dino won't be too mad at me for not doing the testing before her very eyes. I think Dino just wants me to get the hollow pigment out in hopes that I spill it on my desk. Then there will be hollow everywhere. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Oh. Only bad part about having a manicure for a week is a week's worth of not pushed back cuticle. Left hand is really not too bad. Well. Yeah, they're probably more... I mean, I know, pigments and powders are technically all, like, it's a variety of burnishing. But, like, with the flakes in particular, I feel like that's more of a burnishing thing. Plus, like, in some cases, like, there's probably, like, not space down in the crevices for the burnishing to... Man, this one is still a contender, you guys. Do I need to retest that? No, I like this blue one too, but oh man. No, we're gonna go with the blue. Don't doubt my choice. I made the choice, stick to it. Wow. I mean, yeah. Sometimes it's kind of interesting to look at what Amazon knows. I try to include links to stuff in my tutorials if it's sold on Amazon. And I just posted the archive of one of the magnetics that we did, the fun lacquer. And I was like, I don't think they're sold on Amazon, but let me just double check. So I, searched fun lacquer and no fun lacquer came up, but a whole bunch of like magnetic and holographic polishes came up. I was like, oh, so you don't have it, but you know what it is. Like, we don't have that, but how about this? Because I hadn't specified like magnetic or, hollow or anything, but. Half moon turkey legs. Oh my God. I no. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Maybe I'll change my mind later. But that kind of turns my stomach. Like, that's gross. I don't want that on my nails. This is not nail sunny. Damn right. You right into nail sunny, be like, ooh, hey, they'll probably go to the butcher and get some actual ass damn chicken feet and stick them on the nails. I actually think it's cool that they do so many outrageous things, but like, my manicures have to be wearable. I never do something only to do a tutorial on it. You know what I mean? Like, I might change my nails like a lot, like more often than the average person could even possibly understand. But like, they're all legitimate manicures. You know, like sometimes I even think about doing something because I'd kind of like to try it out, special occasion manicures. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. It kind of turns me off. Like with flocking powder, because those look cool, but you can't tell me you can wash your hands with that. And that's just not practical. Have any of you guys ever done like a flocking powder manicure for like a holiday manicure or something? I don't know. Nail Sunny probably already did it. Probably. Probably cute. Aw. No, sometimes I love a good before and after. I mean, who doesn't? But sometimes it's like, I don't know, how possibly did you let your nails grow out that long with like acrylics on? Like, when the acrylics are growing like this far, like that just seems like so like uncomfortable and dangerous to me. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what would happen to it if it got wet. Would it just like turn into a paste? Would you have paste nails instead of flock nails? Would it go back to being flocked once it dried out? Would it just start rubbing off and you go to like dry your hands off and you're just leaving like streaks behind? Like, I don't know. None of the options seem like appealing options. It's one thing at Michael's that I've never like allowed myself to actually act on the impulse of woo, woo. Although I do think I actually have a couple that came in sets with glitter from Michael's. So I guess I can't completely rule that out, but just like every time I even think about doing it, it's gross. Wet dog fur nails. I mean, we just passed Halloween, so we don't have opportunity for scary nails for another year. Oh, do I hear a bean? Do I hear a bean? I thought I heard a bean. Come on, man. Quit debating me. I feel like it's been a really long time since I've had a nail stream this late in the evening. Because I usually try to get them a little bit earlier. Musical. This is what we are preparing for. Bubble nails. The good kind of bubble nails. All right, Amethyst. The good kind of bubble nails. I don't think you're going to get Musical on your side for that. You know, I wonder if it is, though. Like, if you're, like, basically, okay. We were kind of talking about this. When I put it in the UV lamp, like, the bubbles dehydrate really quickly. But look, we've been sitting here. Like, these bubbles are still here. The bubbles are pretty sturdy when they're not under the lamp. So I wonder, Musical, if like, if you could find if you had a quick dry top coat that was actually quick enough, you know, how that would react with the bubbles. Of course, that would make it kind of difficult with the pigment unless you wanted to wear it textured, because what we discovered was if you pigment first and then texture and then top coat, you lose the pigment texture. If you texture first and then pigment, you can top coat it and still retain the textured look. Oh, well, that makes me feel better. I don't know. I guess I don't have a super good midweek manicure schedule going on. A lot of times it ends up being Tuesday or Thursday, but I want to get better. I'm just not sure when I want to target my time. Like, what is my target time that I want to be aiming for midweek manicure? Just given this one particular ridge. I have like this one spot on this one particular nail that always grows out ridged, no matter what I do. Kitchen look. Doing just a little bit of hangnail surgery also. Birthday weekend of boringness? No. Should find one non-boring thing to do that you would really like to do. I don't know what, though, because I'm also boring. Or maybe boring is what you want, and if that's the case, then you just go on ahead and have a boring weekend. It is race weekend, so hopefully at least your Saturday night won't be boring. Ooh. This is the one I was working on last time. See if I can get it all the way this time. Maybe, maybe not. God, this one finger, I swear, is just like a hangnail production center. The driest cuticles, the worst hangnails. Camera works too. Especially, you know, weren't you doing the Lens-Tober thing, son? You know, you don't want to just fall off now that November's over. And Daggett, if you're still lurking, I'm talking to you too. Like, keep up. Keep up taking a lot of pictures. So much dead cuticles. Yeah. There's cool stuff to do by yourself, though. I wish... Like, I like the zoo, but I like the zoo particularly because it has the conservatory, but it's not, like, very close, so I can't go very often. Or I don't go very often, I guess I should say. Nothing is particularly stopping me. It's like just slightly farther than my range of what I mentally consider not far. Even though it's probably only about, I don't know, maybe half an hour in non-rush hour. Which, I mean, I try not to go out in rush hour if I can possibly help it, because I don't have the patience for that anymore. All these crazy drivers, like, no, thank you. Man, this little spot here on my thumb. There we go. That's better-ish. Okay. So, this is apparently too long for my thumbs right now. Red. Well, I'm going to guess it was red because red's the butt man. So, that's like one of those things like, you know, perfection is the enemy of progress. Like, it'll be nice to take pictures after you read the book, but you've been taking pictures without reading the book. Just take pictures that you like. Take pictures of your cats. Take pictures of your bread and your cats. And everybody will just be in awe of their awesomeness. I think a lot of that'll carry over to digital too, son. I mean, digital cameras have some fancy shit, but a lot of that is still, you know, like the different white balance sources. Like, film photographers used to just have to, like, actually carry literal filters. They didn't have a button that would filter for them. So you can repurpose the advice as necessary for digital. Alright, just taking a little bit of length off of the thumb here, while still trying to keep it like at a certain point, it's too short to really get much of a taper. And I don't like a dramatic taper anyway. I mean, I don't know, especially like right now. Like, you probably couldn't really call my nails ballerina, but they're like a slightly tapered squoval, I guess I would describe them. Which seems like an overly complicated name for my nail shape, but that's what it is. But like my thumbs, I'm basically keeping barely past fingertip length right now. So, yeah, not a whole lot of tapering going on. So, yeah, do my right hand now. Oh, you broke your stomach again. Okay, that sounds horrible. Oh, dang it. I hope you feel better. Ooh, I think I missed some chat, and I think Lexi maybe posted a picture, and I can't wait to go check it out later. Excuse me. I bet that'd be cool, too. You could probably do that over, like, a chrome. Like, do a chrome base, and then, like, do some bubbles with food coloring. Okay. Almost done filing my right nail. It's pretty good. A little bit uneven. I'll even that out. Like, I don't like having them, like... I definitely can't take them shorter than finger length. It just feels too weird. Ooh, invasive imaging just sounds unpleasant. I hope that goes smoothly. All that type of shit is unpleasant, even if it's just mentally unpleasant. I had to take my mom in for a medical procedure, I don't know, last week or a couple weeks ago, whenever that was. And when I went back to see her afterwards, she was like, oh, now it's over. Like, just, you know, the whole lead up to it and everything is just like such a, I don't know, medical shit. Fuck medical shit. Okay. Just squaring off a couple. Because, as we've discussed before, nails don't grow evenly. And just because your nails were even last week doesn't mean they're still even this week. And I know I'm not giving you good angles and you guys can't see what I'm doing, but it's because I'm trying to go quickly. And you can hear, well, and see as I just like pop back and forth in the camera. Like, I'm not doing a lot. I'm just doing maintenance filing. Did I lose a corner here at some point? Like, this nail's kind of misshapen. It's okay. It's got a little bit of a curve to it, partly also, which is probably going to get worse now that it's winter and drier. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's good that the gallbladder got ruled out, but also kind of like, oh, too bad it's not just the gallbladder, because if there's something that could be routine surgery, I think that probably is one of the things that falls into it, because it seems like they're yanking those out all the time. Yeah, I would go back to the two that thought that and have them give some further thoughts. Because I know that can be, like, very painful. It's actually one of the things that was brought up in my mom's. That she had some diverticula, but that it was not, and they did not always lead to diverticulitis. But yeah, not fun. Looks like dirt. Well, you know. Then it's just a secret, right? That's what we call those manicures. It's a hidden secret, only for special people to see. Oh, I couldn't, well, I mean, I guess I could, but I would have really a problem being lactose intolerant. Cheese is, like, top of my food list. I mean, on the one hand, it's like, you know, sort of good that your primary care doctor doesn't just want to, like, oh, let's give you the most expensive test that we can do. But on the other hand, it's like, hey, dude, you kind of need to listen to me, and I'd actually like an expensive test if it could tell me what the fuck is wrong with me. I have a doctor's appointment next week, actually, myself, which I'm not looking forward to, even though it's just, like, standard shit. You know, to get my prescriptions refilled, but Like, my primary care doctor decided to fucking jaunt off to New Zealand for 2 to 3 years. I'm kind of like, well, fucking okay, so who am I seeing? I don't know. Like I said, it's relatively minor, but it's just kind of like, stranger danger. Hashimoto syndrome. I've never heard of that. I keep hearing about, what is the couple people came out, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, is that what it's called? Was giving me a hypochondria. I'm like, dude, what if I have that? Because they were talking about how I think it listed joint pain as a syndrome. It listed extremely sensitive skin and scarring. And I literally, my skin is so sensitive that I have gotten scars from bruises on occasion, which it's like, how did I get a scar when this wound didn't even break the skin? So for a while I was kind of like paranoid about that, and then I was like, okay, no, you probably don't have that. It's like some super rare shit. Yeah, Ehlers-Danlos. Danlos? Well, I don't know. Whatever. Transition to car. Am I pretty flexible? Yeah. Bendy. Okay, I think we're good here. So, what are we gonna need? We have, whoa. We have our lamp that we didn't just knock down. We have our polish. We have our pigment. All that stuff. Yeah, I feel like this should be pretty straightforward, you guys. I hope I'm right. So let me stick up a BRB. This would be the perfect time for a commercial break if I were so inclined, but I haven't really decided if I am so inclined. So, instead of a commercial, I will give you guys music. The wonderful Kevin MacLeod shall keep you company until I return. Should just be a few minutes. If you need your own breaky break, now is the time. And if you don't, you can listen to Unwritten Return. Thank you in advance for your patience. Thank you for your patience, everybody. I have returned. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Wrong thing. There. I'll say, where's my lip balm? Okay, so I did just like a super quick sugar scrub while I was down there too. Look at those nice cuticles. Oh, moisturized. Even problem. You see, even now, the problem one has that little white dry part that's just waiting to turn into a hangnail. But I don't want to nip on it anymore tonight. So, just get it clear in my head what I'm doing here. Okay, let me turn on the tutorial camera. Oops, you're gonna... Yeah, there we go. And move you guys up just a bit so that you can see the exact same thing that the tutorial sees. Part of me still wants to go with like the green and purple one. Well, with this application. But then, like, the other part of me is like, dude, blue and purple. How not? How is blue and purple not the correct answer? Are these... Oh, these do not have a little self-sealy thingy. I guess that means I need to open them. Carefully. I just need one, please. I just need one nice, clean makeup applicator sponge. Please come here. Oh, God. Okay, I guess I need to open it a little bit more. I was trying to just be slick and open like just a corner. But, in fact, it was not slick. Why are these so hard to get out of here? I like the way the package was better before. There. Gotta have a nice, fresh applicator for a tutorial. You know, aesthetics, right? Okay, so we're gonna start off with the base coat. There's the top coat. There's the black. Do you guys want to be slightly closer, or are you good? I think this is probably just like almost good. Whoa. Okay. So, was that Beanie? Do I hear Beanie? There's Beanie. God. Chill out, man, with the claws. You gonna lay down like a good boy? You gonna lay down? You gonna settle? He's looking at me and judging. You can scratch. It's his chair. This, like nylon-y shit it's made out of is actually quite sturdy. It's, okay, so it's kind of a funny story. We have to take a break and tell a story. You can't quite see, but like the corners, like just below the corners, and like the back corners actually are patched. And it's not even his fault. This was also, before this was Bean's chair, this was Frisky's chair. And Frisky clawed the absolute living fuck out of this chair. And, like, made, hey, don't leave, though. What? It is 8:47. It is not dinner time. Get in your chair. Up. Grumbly. Who's grumbly boy? Settle yourself down. I mean, he's adjusting to daylight savings time. It's not dinner time yet. 9:47 on the East Coast. I know, but it is not. It is not dinner time yet. It is base coat time. Starting off with clean, dry nails, we're going to begin with a base coat. Today I'm using Madame Glam's peel-off base coat. You can use whichever you prefer. Thick coat for this one. Also, hello, Emery. Have you been lurking? Have you seen this shit that's so fucking phenomenal that we're about to have on my nails? Oh, it's so good. I'm excited about it. So, hopefully the Madame Glam peel-off base acts right for us this time. It's definitely better for gel than ready for takeoff. Boy, I wonder, Yo's not here. Yo's the only one of you guys I know that has the Peely base, the Taco Hollow Peely base. I wonder, and I don't know that Yo works with gel very often, but I wonder how that does with gel polish. Because, like, ready for takeoff, just, I can't use it with gel. Finally in bed to chill. Your old lady legs are dying. I feel kind of like that. It's like, I'm more stiff today than sore though, which is kind of nice. So that's looking on the bright side, I think that's called. But it's so fucking cold here now, and I don't know, I don't like it. Need to move my ass somewhere warm for the sake of my joints. Alright, so, yeah, it's not that you cannot use ready for takeoff under gel, it's just that I have particularly bad luck with ready for takeoff under gel. Like, literally just popping off. See, does it work fine for you, Lexi? I mean, ready for takeoff's always a gamble, right? But, I cannot get even 24 hours out of a gel manicure with ready for takeoff. So, that's why we have Madame Glam. Yeah, he probably does. Okay, I need you to go downstairs and have some apple crisp so that I can have some whipped cream. But Beanie, that's not happening until after stream, dude. And after dinner too. I'm not eating apple crisp for dinner. I don't know what dinner is other than late as fuck. Even for me, this is actually right now. Wait, what time is it? No. A little while ago is dinner time. But we need to get our nails done. I got home from the grocery store, I was like, ugh. Maybe I should just move nail stream till tomorrow. And I was like, no. We're doing this shit tonight. Dinner will just have to wait. Of course, there was also a part that wanted to put it off. Not for dinner, but for 106. But I told that part to fucking shut up and go sit in the corner. The retirement home in Florida, yeah. California is warm, but I don't... Yeah, also slightly on fire. Yeah, and there's earthquakes and shit there too. I felt really good when I was in California, not gonna lie. Although, they don't have the greatest air quality, and that does tend to bother me a little bit if I spend too much time outside, but my joints felt great when I was in California. While he's sleeping, or just randomly, Amethyst? You know, a wedge of cheese probably wouldn't go bad. Like, I know that some people make apple pie crust with cheese, and apples with cheese go. But no, it's apple crisp with, like, a generous amount of, you know, streusely crisp topping. We're just letting this dry, by the way. I'm not being completely sidetracked. We're trying to make sure it's dry before we move on, because it's weird if it's not fully dry. Oh, you meant Virgil wants whipped cream. I mean, I know Beanie does, too. Because he actually got some last night, so he knows. He knows that there's whipped cream in the house. Okay, so the thing about Florida, though, which I don't know if I'm okay with, and like a lot of southern areas, actually, to my understanding, is like lizards. I don't know if I'm okay with that. Like, I mean, Minnesota has bugs. Minnesota has some gnarly bugs, but like lizards just around. Not a lot, Emery, but whipped cream, definitely yes. Also cereal milk. Like, somehow he knows if I get out a bowl, like if I get out a bowl for regular dinner or whatever, I mean, he's not a kind of animal that just begs for people food all the time. But if I get out a bowl with the intent of getting cereal, like somehow he knows, and he's like headbutting me and winding around my legs and purring and begging because he wants that cereal milk. Lizards like inside your house, like a pest lizard, daggit. Crocodiles, I mean, that's a large lizard I'm also not down with. Yeah, no, we in fact do not have lizards in our house up here. Yeah, they're nice. Are they like friendly little house lizards? They like each have their owner. I'm like, oh look, it's Henry, the kitchen lizard. I don't know. I mean, Hawaii too. I mean, I guess it makes yes. No, so, I mean, like, we have spiders, but not, like, ginormous, creepy, super scary spiders. Hey, Sapphire. And we have, centipedes, but Beanie eats those. And, occasionally a mouse, but Beanie pretty much takes care of those, too. Sapphire, yo, everybody that comes in, like, look. Not you. Can you hear him? Beanie, get in your chair. Over here. Get in your chair. Up in your chair, buddy. Can you get in your chair, please? Yeah, I know that you would like dinner. It is, in fact, not dinner time. You want a little tiny treat? Chat would probably approve of that. Look. You think that's an excellent idea, sir? See if I can do this with my not fully dry nails. What? You'll see, Sapphire. We did testing. There's a couple different ways that we layered the pigment and the bubble coat. We're about to put it on my nails. After this small treat intermission for Mr. Bean. Usually I would feed him directly to him, but he doesn't like the way nail polish smells. We got 2 treats here for a special nice good boy. Can you sit? Oh, yes, he's very handsome. Yeah, I got one more for you. Yes, I do. Can you please sit? Sit. Oh, yes, you good boy. Cute geckos over any bug anywhere. But like, I don't know. Are we talking like 2 geckos in a house? Are we talking like 5 geckos in a house? Are we talking like 10 geckos in a house? If we had 2 geckos in a house, okay, maybe I can live in Florida. If we have 10 geckos in a house, then no, I cannot live in Florida. I'm somewhere between there. I don't know. Just do it and blow their minds, yeah. The geckos who live outside only. Okay. Probably I'm going to need 2 coats of this. Yeah. Camera. Tutorial camera, please. Can we focus? Okay. What is this called? Perfect Black. What a good name. What are you barking at, Clark? Quiet, please. Hold on. It's not like super serious big boy bark. Okay, he's quiet now. I don't need to go investigate. Geckos are the only lizards with vocal cords. Wait, so do they make noise? Is that what you're telling me? Beanie learned to bark. For our base color, we're going to be using Madame Glam Perfect Black. I'm going to apply a couple coats of this, curing in between each coat. Neat, careful application. Don't get gel polish on your skin, yada yada. This one I particularly have to remind myself to keep it thin, because if I was using a regular polish of this consistency, I would probably just glom it on and go for full opacity at one coat. But that's not really a great idea with gel polish. Man, I feel like if I had not... Fuck, the chubby sidewalls, dude. If I had not jumped on the gel polish bandwagon when pigments first came out, I feel kind of like this might have been something that tempted me over to the dark side. Not the gel polish is really the dark side. It's a joke, people. Come on. But I really, for a long time, I was like, well, I would have literally no reason to fuck around with gel polish. Why would I ever do that? It would really be nice, though, if some of these techniques worked better with regular polish. Or even foils. Why does regular top coat fuck with foils so bad? And why are water-based top coats such ass? Where's the quick dry water-based top coat that doesn't crinkle foils? Alright, pretty good. I mean, even at this level of coverage, it's pretty opaque. I maybe could get away with it if I was feeling super lazy to just go and... Dr. Crotron! Dr. Crotron! Hi! How long have you been here? Did you see? What's your favorite thing, Dr. Crotron? Metallic pigments? You saw it. Isn't that phenomenal, Doc? Just imagine. I wonder if you could do this with your Gundams. Of course, you don't use gel, curing varnishes on your Gundams, but you could. All over. I mean, if you're really into that, there is a video of that. Not by me. But Simply Nailogical did a full face of multichrome pigment. It was really cool and really creepy all at the same time. Because plastic is a wuss, yeah. I mean, maybe it would work because, I mean, I guess there's lots of kinds of plastic. The nail swatch sticks that people use for nail art are plastic. In fact, now that I think about this, did I actually see this technique on people nails at all, or was it just fucking all on swatch sticks? I need to go check out Now Nails' video. I mean, she works on real people. Get that little bit out of there. I'm quite looking forward to this. I think it's going to be so fabulous. Trying to make sure this is smooth, although I mean, really considering what we're going to do with the bubble coat, I don't know if it's that important. I can hear Beanie aggressively scratching his box back there. Beanie, it's not dinner time. I know, you're a poor starving boy. The poorest, starvingest boy ever. I am sure. You guys tell the difference? It's hard to tell on camera. We just have one more nail here. And of course, if you have a nicer lamp than what I have, you can certainly work 5 nails at a time. But I do 4 and 4 and then my thumbs together. Because it's small. And because it doesn't have lights on the side. But it gets the job done. Yes, like not as smooth. Hit like a little beanie hair or something in there. Try to get that off before I stick it back in the bottle. Yeah, that's better. Alright, cure again. I've got my mask sitting here. I really should use it. Once we get to the pigment. I'm doing this the right time, right? Yeah, 30-second. Yeah. Is that? No. I thought it was Clark again for a minute. Alright, son. Gonna give it just a couple seconds more. The second coat seems like it doesn't always fully fucking cure. And people that know more about gels than me have said that blacks and whites are more difficult to cure, which seems like it would be one or the other. Like they're completely different ends of the spectrum. Alright, we'll call that. Now, we're doing a coat of top coat to seal, and then we're going to do the bubble coat. I'm going to add 1 coat of top coat, Madame Glam's No Wipe top coat, and cure that before moving on to the bubble coat. Trying to just keep this like really thin. I don't want these to get like chunky big, because we're gonna have 2 more layers of top coat here, and I'm probably gonna fucking need some more Madame Glam top coat like sooner or later. Stuff like this, it's like almost none of the techniques that I have gel polish for use just like 1 layer of top coat. They all use like multiple layers. Carbon particles. I have no idea what's in this shit I'm putting on my nails. Somebody else might. I don't even know, like, is it always the same? I don't know. Does the black's opacity just, is it just based on whether they're using enough good pigments or what? I just have a little cup. It's got a little bit of dish soap in it and a little bit of water. I mean, I imagine that the ratio of water to soap, or the kind of soap you use, may cause like different density of bubbles. But I like the sizes that I'm getting out of this. So it's right here. You can see the bubbles have kind of died down like a little bit. They're in here kind of in a frothier, let me zoom out a little bit. They're getting like that transparency bubbly phase, but you can just like whip it up. I mean, you know, the water underneath is still, see, it's just like about that much water. See, it's just, does this show up on camera? It's just like slightly blue. I guess that kind of is an indication of how much. I put in like, I don't know, a moderately sized squirt of soap. And then, yeah. Titanium and lithium. Yeah. Lithium. Butt soap. Okay, so is this, yeah, that'll show. Kind of close, but it'll be fine. So now I'm going to get ready to apply the bubble coat. Is that, I mean, is that like an appropriate thing to call it? I mean, it makes sense to me. Does it sound absurd? No, that's a good name. I like it. The next coat is going to be the bubble coat, and I have a cup here that's just got water and dish soap in it. Created some bubbles. I've got a straw in it so I can revitalize the bubbles if need be. And I like the size they are. If you want to change it a little bit, you could try a different kind of soap. This is just dish soap. Or you could try more or less soap or water. But what I'm going to do is, for each nail, I'm going to apply another layer of the top coat. And then I'm going to scoop some of the bubbles onto the wet polish. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and top coat them all and then scoop on bubbles. Since this is gel polish and we don't have to worry about it like drying out in between. And then I can probably get the whole hand done in one cure. Make sure to get to the edges. What is that quote even from? I'm trying to picture where in Hollow Knight that would be. Or what stream that was from. I mean, I don't know. Could be anywhere. Alright. So, like, I'm keeping this coat, like, I don't want it too thick. I don't think I want it too thin either. But I think, like, the thinner it is, the less ridgy it'll be. I mean, it doesn't need to be deeply ridged to get that pattern going. All right. Swirl up the bubbles. I've got a fan brush that I'm going to be using to scoop the bubbles. I'm just going to grab a mound and apply it on my nails. Then I'm going to go ahead and cure it with the bubbles on. And if there are any left when I'm done curing, I'll wipe off the excess soap. See, they are drying just a little bit like the first one, but it's not like you can't remount it on there. Like, whoa, I feel like that touched it, but it's like glom it on there. Can you have too much soap? I don't think so. Alright, so what I noticed earlier is that the lamp seems to really like dehydrate out the bubbles. Like there's not going to be much left when I pull them out of here. But we'll see. The blue to purple caters. Yeah. All right, we've got some residue left. Does that mean we used more this time? Yeah. All right, just wiping that off. I mean, I'm not wiping hard. God, this, like, remember when we were talking about coal for Christmas? You guys, there's our coal. If we so choose. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Let's move this off to the side. Alright, and I'm going to try and carefully open this so that we don't have to fuck around with it during... Oh, what happened here? See a little... Yeah, it's already cool. I mean, you could be done here. It's rough. It's really rough. Offensively lovely. No, coal's what you get when you're naughty for Christmas. Santa leaves you a lump of coal in your stocking. Where... Okay, here's the sponges. Yeah. I'm going to be using a blue to purple multichrome pigment, and I'm going to be applying it with a little sponge tip makeup applicator, and then once I've got it all in the crevices, I'm going to be buffing it in with a clean sponge. And the texture will just really help the multichrome to pop out in a really unique pattern that I think is pretty cool. Is that too much information for the tutorial? I don't think so. I mean, one thing I wondered too was like, is the soap going to make the pigment not, want to adhere to the top coat? And it really doesn't seem to be a problem. Like, it doesn't seem to leave much, if any, residue behind. You guys, I forgot to put on my mask. Oh well. It's not really flying around up in the air. Don't be mad at me. Don't do this at home, you guys. Wear a mask. So I'm just trying to go like from different angles to make sure to get it down in there. Not be too rough. Because like I said, it's a super rough surface and I don't want to like rip the makeup applicator. But I do want it like down in all the crevices as I can get it. And of course, like, you want to go all around the edges, because anywhere there's not pigment, it's going to be black and it's going to be kind of like non-matching. And then I'm just going to take this clean sponge and buff it. Oh! Now, if you want, like, the top coated look does not look the same as this. Fucking A, dude. If you want it to look like this, then you have to be okay with the roughness, and you need to do it the way my first test did it, which was, oh, you guys, the whole fucking A. Okay. Which was like, do pigment normally and then do the bubble coat on top of everything. Oh. Oh, it's so cool. Okay. Yeah, but we want it to be smooth, so we're not gonna keep this, you know, it has like almost like a geode, not a geode exactly, but like some kind of like cool fucking mica rock textured metallic, like I don't even know, dude. Opinions in a tutorial, bro. Oh. Well, this, I know it was harder to see on the other ones, but I felt too, like, as I started buffing it with the sponge, like you guys really could see the difference. Ooh, yes, pyrite. Pyrite. That's what this fucking looks like. Oh my god, dude. Okay. So, like I said, if you want to, like, maintain that exact, like, finish, then you got to be okay with it being... Can you hear that? Oh, man. But we're going to top coat it. We're going to make it smooth. Maybe if I did the coal, I would do the other technique. Hey, Dogmaster. Hi, anybody that's come in while I'm sitting here having a polish-gasm. Like, for real. Do I need to clean up a little bit around the cuticles, or... That'll happen naturally after I wash my hands. Maybe a slight, like, just get you out of there. Yeah. Any pigment that gets stuck on you, like, just easily washes away once you're done with the manicure. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not going to trap too much in down by the cuticle. There. God, this is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Erstad Dan is the best. Hello, Ersta. Okay, look, if only I'd read that first. Hello, and hello, Zilnate. Welcome on in, you guys. We are having a fucking phenomenal evening. Look at that, you guys. Oh, fuck, my battery's going. Okay, fuck, the other battery is actually in the other camera. Camera break. I hope it's charged. That would be a problem. Okay. Hold on. Sorry for shaking. No, I don't use the other camera as much as I do this one. You know, it's my traveling camera. I'm not usually going places that are picture-taking locales. Usually the other battery is just waiting in the battery charging thingy. Which is where the dead one is about to go. Okay. Sorry for shaking. Again. Just imagine if I had enough room that the tutorial camera and the webcam were not on the same thingy. Okay, stick this in here. Oh no, wait, I can still plug it in there. I was going to say I don't have a plug for it because of the LED lamp, but I do. Okay. So... I'm just like distracted by this texture. You better act right like I expect you to. The duochrome too. You guys, there's a little bit of the purple. Actually, I wonder... That purple, y'all. It's just so good. Who comes up with this stuff? Not me. I saw it and just had to do it. I think I've only ever come up with one nail art technique, and I don't even know if I could really take credit for that. Okay, let's finish these up. Finally, I'm going to finish off with at least one more coat of top coat. I'm not sure how rough this is going to be when I finish it, but we do want to seal in the pigment, so I'm going to apply this and then cure again. Bene. Bene. It's not dinner time, homie. Okay. It gets a lot darker. Like, it's still cool, but it gets like a lot darker. Oh my god, it's so dark. I wonder, of course it would probably be very pale. I was going to say, I wonder how this pigment looks over white, considering how dark it looks right now. I'll give you guys maybe a black background in a minute too. That'll help. And I'm being like somewhat generous with the top coat here, but again, you don't want like thick coats of gel polish. You will regret it. It will be hot. You're better off doing 2 thin coats. This is super freaking cool. Oh, we did hop back up. You realize that you just have to be patient, Benny? So, I'm just looking out for any like bubbles, because this is so textured that bubbles definitely could be a thing. Trying to stroke out any if there are. Oh god, this is so pretty. What did we do with the black background? Oh, it's over. Oh, it still has peelies on it. It's just sitting over there. We gonna bake that shit for a minute. Or what does Susie say? Nuke it. Nuke it for 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds. Dump the peelies. It looks like almost like abalone or like like I don't know. It's really good. Glam barnacles. Now that's interesting. This actually does not help with the duochrome as much against the black background. Or maybe it's with the top coat. It's the top coat that makes this not work as well with the duochrome. So, for anybody that's just joining us, there is a technique that lets you keep the more textured look. But even then, like, I wonder if it would really... If you do the pigment and then do the bubble coat as the final coat, but then you have like a really rough finish. This is pretty smooth. I mean, there's a couple... It's like the peakiest areas. I can still feel like some roughness. I don't think I'm going to do another coat. Oh, because it's just, I mean, I really like it. And I don't want it to be any thicker. Oh, I wish I could get some of the other color shifts for you. It goes through a purple into almost like a pink at this. Oh, yeah, like right here. Like up at this level of my ring light, which is like right. Maybe just do a little quick flashlight time. Hold on. Where's my cell phone? Flashlight. Flashlight. Coco and the Frog Princess. Camera's having trouble with this. Actually getting a little bit more. I might have to do a polish and motion for these. Ooh. Because I can't. There you get a little bit of the pink, but like it's getting so much in shadow. Like in there you see definitely more of the blue. I'm sorry, the true awesomeness of this cannot go through the camera for you guys. But I think you've seen enough to know like that it's pretty freaking cool. Now we just have to do it, how many is this? 6 more times. I almost couldn't count. All right. Hey, Leniner. That's a tongue twister. I wanted to add like extra in there. Ooh, and I didn't close this. That's living dangerously. All right, so yeah, that wasn't bad, you guys. I don't think. Like, it's not as straightforward as a plain manicure, no. But it's really pretty simple. And I think, like, if we pursue the coal idea, I feel like that could be a really good opportunity to use the other technique and finish it textured. Especially, you know, I have that gunmetal. Would that be too glam for coal if I made the coal gunmetal instead of just black? Then we could do gunmetal in the matching water marble also. It's so much harder on my right hand to keep everything neat. And that hair is still on here. There. I'm not. I don't feel like it's Christmas time. I mean, given how late Thanksgiving is this year, I don't know that I necessarily want to say, like, you can't be in the Christmas mood until after Thanksgiving, but, like, dude, it's still, like, the first week of November. Like, I'm just not ready. These seem like they might be a little bit thick, but, oh, well. It's the right hand. What are we gonna do? Yeah, I know. You think that maybe because I'm taking a break, it's time to feed Beanie? No Christmas until December. That's like... I don't know if I agree with that, because then you put in like a whole bunch of work and then you like don't even get to appreciate it for even a whole month. Especially here, like I'm okay with you putting up your lights, but like don't turn your lights on. And don't put all your little blow up dolls in the front yard. No, I ran out of time to do the squid design. It's still in my back of my head ideas. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. I mean, hopefully I don't think I want to put it off all the way till next October because it was such a fun idea. I don't know when else though. Like, cuz October is cephalopod month. Maybe there's like a sea life, generally sea life month. When I went to the grocery store today, they had a fucking Christmas tree up in the middle of the produce, and I, like, made a face at it. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, I know grocery stores have a whole bunch of seasonal stuff and everything too, but nobody's like doing Christmas cooking yet. Or if they are, like, ew. Like, nobody wants like old frozen Christmas food. Grocery stores don't need to be Christmased up until like a week before Christmas, if that. I don't know if grocery stores need to be Christmased up at all, but then guess what? You know, nobody asked me. Nobody asked me. Trying so hard to be neat and failing so hard. Oh well. Ah well. Squidmas. Alright, let's try to clean all these little sidewalls. Because it's uncomfortable and because like it can actually, you can develop an allergy if you're not careful. See, at my old office there was this old lady, we called her the office grandma, and she decorated the hell out of her cube for every single holiday. But that would have included Christmas, or not Christmas, Thanksgiving. There's no way that Christmas would be up this early because she would still be in the throes of Thanksgiving decorating. Really? Well, I suppose this is true. It depends on the type of cookie. Because when we would do cookie day, when I was a kid, we would make up, everybody's trays and tins to exchange. And then there would be one that we would put in the freezer for summertime. And when you pulled it out in the summertime, like the frosted sugar cookies were still pretty good. And there were some things that were still pretty good. And then, like, depending on what got made, there were some things that it was like, oh, apparently you can't freeze that. Stuff like airy things get deflated when you freeze them, or just different things freeze differently. Well, that's not groundbreaking knowledge there, but you know what I mean. Oh, I need to turn that off. And I do always like try to wrap my tips I'm trying to get better about wrapping my tips with all layers, but particularly with top coat, like when you're working with pigment, so that you can at least try to pigment the tips so that you don't have like black tips peeking through. Oh, that was my stomach. Stomach is unimpressed with me for skipping dinner in order to do nails. It's unfortunate. And this is the coat I'm carrying, right? The next coat is the bubble coat. I'm like losing track of my coats here. So for anybody who missed the first hand, the next layer after this one is the magical layer. And yeah, like I said, the only other maybe test I would do is what would happen if we did bubble layer directly on top of pigment instead of pigment, cured top coat, and then bubble layer. I don't feel like it would be a huge difference, but if we do one that remains like more of the texture, then that might be worth trying. Also, Martha Stewart's secret. Don't be scared to cook a turkey. I mean, the one thing is, like, just give yourself plenty of time. You don't want to deal with an undercooked turkey. Like, that's worst case scenario. We have it's like a standalone roasting pan. Because the problem used to always be like everybody needed to get in the oven, and well, shit, the turkey's in the oven, so where the hell are the sides coming from? Just frothing up the cup a little bit here. Whoa. Don't want it too bubbly, and you don't want like some of these bubbles are really big and some of them are more like reasonably sized. Like I'm kind of, We got some like unevenness. That's not a very good angle. But I'm trying to keep like similar balance of bubbles, if that's a thing, between nails. So, one more coat of top coat. And you don't, at first when I was doing this, I was like, well, does it need to be thick in order to give the soap the depth needed to do like the texture thing? But you really don't need that much in order to still get some texture. And since it's gel polish, I'm kind of like doing each nail, and then I'll probably come back and like try to swipe off any excess to keep these from being redonkulously thick. And then we'll see like how long these last, like their gel and their peel off. So I don't have high hopes. I haven't had time yet to go back to the 3 pages of ideas that we brainstormed and like finalize what actually needs to like get some serious testing. So I need to do that before Saturday, so that then Saturday we can move forward with some additional like 12 days of Christmas stuff. Even though I know I was just talking about how like I think it's way too early for Christmas, and it is, and that's part of the reason I'm having so much trouble with it. Like, I don't want to be doing Christmas nail art right now, but I do want to get an early start on the series, so... But that's good, son, because everybody wants leftovers. Alright, scooping and plooping. Is that a technical term? Ploop? Making sure the whole nail is covered. Like, you don't want any spots that... Or maybe you do. Maybe you want to, like, mask off designs and do designs that are bubbly. That might be kind of phenomenal. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm kind of pushing it, doing it this many nails at once. But just as long as I make sure they're all covered before they get in there, I think we're good. And I'm just reaching over here to, you know, the infinity oven. No, it's just a LED lamp. I don't know why it shows up like that on camera. Camera questions. I mean, it doesn't look like that drastic in real life. It's just fucking a purple light. And we'll see if I piled enough on here that there's residue again. So the first couple, or the ones that I tested, I actually did not have any residue when I pulled them out of the LED lamp. So I think I'm just doing like a heavier coat on my finger than I was on my tests. Or maybe it just acts different because it's my finger. So yeah, now we have the texture. Cute butt. Butt spot has really been quite on point the past several days. Okay. Being very careful working with pigment with my offhand, I can 100% see myself spilling this whole thing, so let's not. Yeah. Yeah, we still kind of haven't really decided like if we're doing Thanksgiving this year, so I don't even know what is going on. Since, you know, the turkey was something that Grandma handled. I don't know. I don't know that I have an opinion. It would be nice to get together, but I also kind of understand if people kind of don't want to get together. But I think it would be nice to get together. And again, trying not to, like, cut up my sponge too much or leave, like, sponge pieces behind. And also trying not to breathe in pigment. Use a mask at home. Don't do what I do. Do be a doobie and don't be a don't be. all the angles, all the corners and crevices. And I'll maybe give you guys a side-by-side here too, so you can see the difference that top coat makes. But like I said, if you do it this way, like, you don't have an option on top coat. You can't leave it this way, or you will go wash your hands and you will just not have any pigment anymore. Oh yeah, if you have 30 people, I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess if you're like a chef or a restaurant person, you like have that experience. I feel like that's not something that you can just like put out a meal for on your own. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, see, just like the tip right there, I feel like my bubbles were maybe starting to recede just a little bit from the tip. I've got kind of just like a shiny area there. It's minor. Super minor. Alright, so this is phase one, I guess you could call it. Then we go on with the clean sponge, and we're going to buff them. And you go from that to that, right? And then we've also got post top coat, which is just like dark and gorgeous. It's like it just keeps getting like darker and shinier. Yeah, all that sounds pretty familiar. We also usually have corn casserole on my family's Thanksgiving table, which was a fairly recent addition of, like, I don't know, I want to say like 20 years ago. Like when I was a child, we didn't have it, but like I don't remember not having it at any time in recent memory. So again, just like kind of going from a couple angles, making sure you're buffing it in there, making sure you're getting rid of the excess pigment. Like, I do really like this, but the feel of it would just get to me. Where did I? It's really kind of amazing. Top coat just does its thing. It looks much more like pyrite in this form. I kind of wish that I had this technique with this color. Maybe I'll do a test. Maybe we'll do a test right now. Maybe we'll do a test right now while we're just taking care of the last few things that we need to do. Why not? Got pigment all over that now. So yeah, we're gonna take a moment and get some of these little side bits. Where did my other little... I'm using kind of my cleanup brush, but it's like actually not got anything on it, just to get down in there, get stuff away from the cuticle, because anything you seal in with top coat is not going to wash away. Anything that's just like stuck on your skin or something is going to wash away. Okay, so this was... Oh, I don't need another coat of that. Another coat of that. Oh, you know what? I actually can test both of these things. Okay, we're going to do this, thin coat like that. Because I'd really like to like find a way to recreate this effect. Yeah, usually we would have Thanksgiving at Grandma's house, and then we would have day after Thanksgiving at my brother's, because he does a ton of cooking for his family. Alexa's claiming it's snowing. Not at my house, thank goodness. I want to finish this before I top coat, just so that I have this to compare it to. So, I think with this, we can test both of the other things that I wanted to test. Or I can see what this looks like, and I can see that other thing I wanted to test. Okay, we're gonna buff it. Then we're gonna do half and half. Do like that. So right side will be top coat plus a bubble layer. Or no, left side will be top coat plus a bubble layer. Right side will be just pigment with a bubble layer directly on top of it. Yeah, I think we're about to, Sapphire, in about 10 seconds. So we've got our bubbly cup again. And like I said, I mean, this is probably like way bigger of a cup than I actually needed, but I just wanted to be able to like have room for a good amount of suds and for whatever I decided to reach in there with. Okay, let me make myself just like a tiny note here. So this is top coat and then top coat bubble, and then this is just with the top coat bubble. So do the whole thing, bubble it. Where'd the fan brush go? Over here. Scoop. Pull any of that and stick it in here. Okay, this is the moment of truth now to see how this turns out. Because like I said, the reason we can't leave this as it is that if I washed my hands, it would just be back to black textured. Pigment sticks, but it doesn't, like, it's not sealed in there. Ugh. We've only had just like a tiny trace of snow so far. Okay, you guys. Interesting. It's like a cross in between. You guys, where's the black? Okay. Also, I mean, I think the difference in bubbles, it just happened to get more large bubbles on the top coat side than the non-top coat side. They actually look very similar, just as far as the two halves of this design, this test are concerned, other than those, like I said, obviously large drops, which I think is just coincidence. But when you compare it to the nail with top coat and the nail without top coat, it's kind of like a happy medium. And it's, like I said, it's, you hear that? That's, I mean, it's rough. You're going to be catching your hair and snagging things on this, but, yeah. What do you guys think of that? Stop! I'm sorry. I'm trying to like find a way to hold it. I would hold it normally with my thumbs for comparison, but the thumbs aren't done yet. But it's like, I mean, and it's hard to show on camera too, but it's like, it's in between the top coat and the no top coat, which I guess makes sense because it's the top coat with the texture. It brings out a lot of the multichrome. Like, it actually almost seems multichromy than either of these. I might have to do this again sometime soon because I kind of like this best. Best? I like this a lot. But then again, like I said, the texturedness of it, that's why I decided to go with this. I knew, I mean, like, this is a pretty accurate, you know, it looks like the test. This turned out as I expected. But the only reason I chose to do this was for, you know, I do this a lot. I touch my nails. I feel my nails. Plus, I mean, of course, you know, imagine this, you know, it'll just be stuck completely in my curls. And then we would just have a very frustrating time of it. But I really like how it turned out. I love how you can really like see a lot of the purple in there. Like even this, like it's got more of the texture, but like you're not seeing a lot of the purple. Whereas I feel like with this, it just brings out a lot of the duochrome. But the texture, man, I just can't get over it. Pros and cons, you guys. Pros and fucking cons. Snow cone. Okay, look, like this could be snow cone nails. Like, doesn't that texture remind you of a snow cone? There's so many things this would be cool for. Yeah. I went dark partly because I'm recuperating from having this on my nails. This is a little bit more my normal speed. I think it would just be really sick. So this green looking one is actually my unicorn powder, which over white is like a light pink to turquoise duochrome. The black base brings out a lot more of like the turquoise and then leans it green. Man, should we test that real quick? You guys. I shouldn't be testing extra shit. Like, I need to eat dinner. But, I mean, it'll only take a minute. It'll only take a minute. Like, we might need to do this in the future. So, like, it really is very important that we know. And we can glom it on to opacity on the test, because guess what? I don't care if the cardboard gets hot. Well, maybe I should. Do you think it would? Well, no, it's not going to get hot enough to, like, catch on fire. Never mind. Like, just imagine you put such a thick layer of gel on your test that it just combusts inside your LED lamp. We can also move forward with top coating this, because that needs to happen. And getting a move on to our thumbs, because that needs to happen. But I would like to see. See, look at there. I'm almost missing this. And see, if you miss with your final layer of like top coat on a pigment, then you end up with little sidewalls that end up naked next time you wash your hands. So the final layer of top coat is quite important to be precise with. Of course, that's also, like, I saw a really cute design where it was like, it was pigment and then you top coat like in blobby dots and then cure it and then like wipe with alcohol, and then the pigment intentionally only sticks where you did the top coat. So it ends up being like this cool, and of course that's not smooth either, but it's like smoother. It's like not the rough edges. Of course too, maybe if you used like a finer, of course some of these, the small ones are just as rough as the large ones. I'm surprised, like I said, that it is so rough considering that they're spheres, circles. You know, I don't know. Does that make sense? Like, they're round, so I would expect them not to be that sharp. And again, like going probably slightly thicker on this than really is super wise. Now, another thing that you could do is maybe experiment with, of course you could just do like another layer of top coat. That would probably be my lazy, easy way of dealing with it. You could experiment with some buffing, like you could buff it a little bit before you do the next layer of top coat. Maybe you could buff it before top coat, but then I think you would buff away your pigment, so you probably wouldn't want to do that. Maybe you could buff it before you applied the pigment, but then I don't know that the pigment would stick to the buffed areas because they wouldn't, you know what I mean? Milk and cookies. Oh, milk and cookies. I don't know. I was thinking about having nachos, but it's getting kind of late. You know, nachos take time. Of course, when I consider that I'll probably be up till 4 or 5 a.m. Is it really that late? I'm going to do another side by side with the top coat, no top coat too, I think. Okay, so this is my unicorn powder. Let me show it to you. Oh man, my stomach is growling. This has gone on much longer than I anticipated. I naively thought, I'm gonna just hop on here and do this shit. I forgot that I actually kind of love testing things. It's coming across very green on camera, but believe me, it's got a pink to it also. So, and this is the same as this. They take time because, I mean, we're not just talking about chips with some cheese haphazardly scattered on top of it. We're talking about fucking nachos, dude. We're talking about epic nachos. You guys seeing this? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, I love unicorn powder. Beautiful. Where's it? Ooh. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now, like I said, that's this. All these are similarly transformative depending on whether you go black or white. They will look much different. Which is why when I swatch them, we will be swatching my pigments over clear. Well, the sticks are clear. So that we'll be able to just put them over whatever we want to see, what they look like over, instead of just trying to like swatch them over everything. That's the plan, at least. Alright, so we'll do again another half and halvesies. Top coat, no top coat. It goes home with you. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, like, my nachos have, like, you know, like multiple cheeses, like as fucking many cheeses as I can find around the house, or as I may go directly to the store to purchase with the intention of making nachos. Get some rice in there, some chili, some corn, some chorizo. Oh yeah, chips too. I mean, you know, they're nachos. Chips go in halfway through cooking. Very important. All right, let's see here. See, I've got a couple big ones right there. I'm trying to keep similarly sized bubbles this time. Pay a little bit more mind to it. All right. See how that goes. I've tried to break myself more of using like snooze, because whenever I actually really have to go somewhere and I set an alarm and then I snooze, I'm usually late by the amount of time that I snoozed, which means that I correctly estimated the time I needed, and then I like fucked myself up with snooze. Okay, are we ready? Ooh. Can you guys... Oh, it's so subtle. It's so pretty. God, that's good. I really like that. I mean, I hate the texture. I hate the texture. There's you can't tell where the two sides are though on that one. So I was right. This is just large blobs on that side, just out of happenstance. Like, I do wonder. Like, the thing is, okay, so like obviously it's getting this pattern because the bubbles are displacing the top coat. is it displacing the top coat enough that the untop coated side, unextra top coated side, would possibly have some of the pigment down in the valleys wash away? I guess that's what I'm wondering. But I mean, I feel kind of like I would probably be on the safe side and add the layer to seal in the pigment prior to the bubble layer, just to be on the soft side, the safe side. Man, it's so cool, so freaking cool, dude. I love this. Okay, so thumbs. We've still got our thumbs to do. Not that it'll take too... Whoa, why are you goofy like that? That was weird. And... trying to be careful. I've got this weird little ridge. I think I possibly over-glommed the base coat, and then, like, my chubby sidewall pressed against it, and that's why I have that little weird shape right there. Rip. And it's the left thumb, you guys. It's not even on poor little right thumb. Well, that wasn't an appropriate amount of polish at all, now was it? That's fine. That's not fine. Alright. And... I think I've seen that purse before, but I might have to go take another look. My current purse, I don't know, maybe I can find a new strap to put on it. The strap is getting very, 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 very janky. Benny, why you always turn your back to the camera? You handsome boy? Black hollow. Hell yeah. Oh wait, that's the clear. This is the black. I mean, I don't even really care. Like, I don't care about my purse. It's not like, ooh, my purse needs to be whatever. I just want, like, a functional purse that doesn't look dumb. Like, that's my purse criteria. But if I could find a purse that, like, met those criteria and was hollow, it'd be pretty fucking cool. Oh, also, and is cheap. Which, like, for some reason, purses seems to be... like, I don't know. I mean, when you think about it, there is a lot of, I've got, like, a goofy bristle here. I'm trying to... Could you not bristle? There we go. It's still goofy. Like, there's kind of a lot of workmanship that goes into it. Like, it's a lot of sewing in a small piece of thing, kind of like bras. But I still don't want to spend, like, ridiculous amounts of money on a purse. I just don't. A hell of a time being neat on this thumb. I mean, butt pack would also have been really good, but oh, I'm tired all of a sudden. I feel like my mom when I say that, because that's one of her lines. Like, she's always, all of a sudden I'm hungry, or all of a sudden I'm tired, or... But yeah, like, all of a sudden I am sleepy. I didn't... Wait, okay. Let's close the black. We're done with the black. That was the last black that we need to apply. I'm going to do a clear coat. I wonder... Well, no, that wouldn't work like that. Never mind. Sometimes I'm glad that I give a few thoughts to the words that come out of my mouth before they're actually, like, out of my mouth. Because it prevents me from being a dumb. Could be. Also, like, I don't know, I did a lot more testing than I planned. I literally originally just planned on doing 2 tests, like 2 short, fast tests, and then, like, getting immediately to my nails. And that didn't happen, and that's how it took us 3 hours to do this. Like, really? I don't see any reason why this manicure would take longer than an hour on its own, and possibly not even that if you're not, like, easily distractible like certain people that you may know. But with distractions and chat and tests and explanations, just got, I don't know. It's not like I regret it or anything. The only thing I regret is not maybe starting just a little bit earlier, and that's strictly because I'm so fucking hungry now. But just imagine how late it would be if I had eaten first and then streamed. We, like, probably wouldn't even be to a manicure yet. Okay, now we're gonna bubble. God, am I gonna be able to do these both at the same time? I didn't think about that. Might be kind of challenging. I might have to do these one at a time. Maybe not, though. Oh. Also, like, even though technically, like, this is faster than waiting for your nails to dry, like, waiting for the little thing to beep is, like, time slows down. Hi, Benny. Like, he looks directly at me. I mean, that's not like that's unique. I mean, I'm sure there are other pets that do that, but it's like, what is going through your mind? Oh, God. What did I get on myself here? What? Where did that come from? What? Where did that come from? It's here too. What? I've got wet polish somewhere, you guys. Is it on here? No? What? I don't know where that came from. Well, shit. I literally... I mean, I haven't... Oh, was it maybe on... No, that's what I just used to wipe it off. That's not where it came from. I don't know. Is it on my phone? Did it get on my phone? Like, I don't know. Did I just, like... I don't... I mean, me getting nail polish on myself is nothing new. I literally don't know where that came from. I'm kind of almost like packing it on here. Like just going in from different angles and like making sure it gets in those crevices. I mean, I suppose, I don't know. I'm trying to think what you would use. Maybe one of the silicone tools. Like you could probably skate it over the top like with the silicone tool, because the silicone tool wouldn't really, if you were light with the powder application, the silicone tool might not get down in the crevices, and then you could just have pigment on the top and the crevices be black or whatever your base color is. That could be cool. Could be cool. Okay, and then a sponge to buff. And again, buffed, not buffed. Buffing is when the magic starts. This will be your bravery test. This was a bravery test. It was a fun one, though. I mean, like, if it had all gone wrong, I, like, still had a manicure that I could have worn for another couple days. That orange hollow. Boy, it sure is amazing how long a manicure lasts when you don't use a peel-off base coat, you guys. Amazing. All right, top coat. Yeah, it really transforms it. I just love, like I said, the organic nature of the pattern. I mean, in a way, it's kind of what I really love about water marbling. You're only moderately in control. You know, like I could decide which group of bubbles I wanted to scoop up, but like I did not have a lot of control over this. All right. Yeah, where, like, it's not... Ooh, that's a little hot. Okay, that was a little thick. I just can't fathom where where else I might accidentally have gotten polish on myself. I mean... Ash, we are just wrapping up. I am nuking, baking, LED lighting, curing. It's the technical term. I'm curing my last 2 nails. We've been doing some shit today. Blub, blub, blub. We did some testing too. Like, we learned things. Like, we learned that we can get an also cool finish if we're... Okay, that doesn't work with the black. If we're also willing to put up with some texture. I mean, I really like what's going on with the unicorn here. I know it's not all coming across on camera. It's more intense in person. Like, I feel like the camera's having trouble with, like, the texture and the depth and the shininess all together. I mean, you guys saw more of kind of an accurate look at what the unicorn pigment looks like before I added the bubble coat. Like, isn't it interesting? Like, you're getting a lot of that, like, lightest, almost yellow flash now. Like, where did the pink go? Sometimes you can see a little bit of the pink, but, you know, in person, there's a lot more of that still there. But much as I like this, the texture is a deal breaker. Maybe for 12 days of Christmas, we can do something with texture, because even if we start early, we're not going to be keeping those manicures on very long. Yeah, a porch reunion. Yeah, but yeah, it really, like, they're not fully smooth. I don't want to do another coat of gel. They're smooth enough to look really cool, but they also don't even look smooth because you can see like down in there to see the texture and the bubbles and the shapes and the... That's actually not fully in focus, but is a great shot. Like, it just has a lot of phenomenal things going on in there. I don't know what to say. You guys understand, even though I don't have very good words. I'm so glad you guys hung out with me this evening. Let me see if I can find somewhere to send you for further entertainment. And I'm going to decide what I'm having for dinner. If I still like have energy to cook nachos, or if I need to find something that's a little faster and a little less work. I mean, it's like so early that there's like actually like a lot of people on my following list that are still alive. My God. Wow, like lots of things. I mean, honestly, Kitty, I was originally thinking that, but no, probably not. It's gonna be like after midnight by the time I'm done eating. But I might stream tomorrow night. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Might be Thursday stream. Do you guys need your Hollow Knight fix? Let's go over here for our Hollow Knight fix of the evening. You know, Twitch used to remember that when like I'm streaming and I'm looking for somebody to raid and I want to make sure that they're actually still going, like that when I open them in a window, that it should be muted. And it doesn't remember that anymore ever. And it's irritating. Of course, if you would like to know for sure whether I'm streaming tomorrow night, please come join my Discord where I announce such things. Oh, I wish you were feeling better too, Daggett. Or at least feeling good enough, but still feeling bad, but good enough that you could, like, want to distract yourself with some Hollow Knight. I mean, I do that a lot of times. Like, if I'm having a day with more pain than I would prefer, it's like, I need something to distract me. And boy, certain crazy things that I like to do, like Cursed Enemy Junk Pit Randos, are extremely good distraction. Ash, it sucked. It started out so promising. Everything was going fine. We were on track for about a 15-minute PB. And then everything went to hell. And then I decided to finish the run anyway. And then I got an infinite load. And then I realized that I probably would have cried on stream if I had gotten an infinite load while I was on pace for a 15-minute PB. And it, in a weird way, kind of made me feel better, but also just kind of also made me more mad. Yeah, I mean, everything went okay except for Kahlo. Kahlo was a dick. I lost, so what happened, Ash, is that I lost my lead in Kahlo 2 death. I lost my time save in my first Kahlo 3 death, and I lost my PB in my second Kahlo 3 death. I everything else, like, there were some small issues, but nothing horrible, and then Kahlo just... So, apparently I need to grind that a little harder, because it's still an issue. I'm going to send us over to Conra. She is learning Aluba %. It's a very short category, kind of fun, and she looks like she's maybe messing around with a little bit of glitches, too. Conra's been learning some glitches, too, so if you would like to see a little bit of Hollow Knight, hang around. And yeah, Saturday goal is to be back to 12 Days of Christmas planning or nail art. We'll see how that goes. I hope you have a wonderful evening, afternoon, or morning wherever you are, and I hope I'll see you next time. That's kind of loud. And of course, if you are watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed all this testing. I find this kind of testing to be really fun. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you would like to see the edited version, that'll be linked. It'll be on my channel, all that normal stuff. And if you would like to join me live, you can come follow over at twitch.tv/ColetteMSLP. Obviously, the MSLP is for my simple little pleasures. You guys here on YouTube already know that. I hope you all enjoyed, and thanks for watching.